Oh, today is September 26th. Nicole had visions for the Pinson case. When you had them?
Today. Well, I had Noah's yesterday. Was it yesterday? Okay. And I thought for some reason, I feel like God always does big visions. And so I was waiting for the rest of his. And it never came, and so I thought, Lord, what's happening? And
God done with Noah.
Yeah, that's what it said. Sorry. No, but he was showing me that sometimes they're just shortened to the point. And so two of the kids were just like shortened to the point, and the other two were longer. But
okay.
I saw Noah, and he was, you were up in this window here, looking out at the water. And you were waiting for something with like excitement, like I've never seen on your face.
He seldom get excited.
But it was like this is a stranger. I'm just kidding. No, it was just like this huge smile and excitement, like you're waiting and you're really excited. And then the next part of the vision, you were on the hill overlooking the ocean. You had drawn closer to the ocean, and you were waiting on the hill over there by where the swing is. Maybe down closer there, and you're looking out into the ocean. You're still waiting, and you're still excited, and you just can't wait. And then you see something, and you get more excited if that's possible, and you just start climbing down the hill, like slowly trying to get there as fast as you can, because you have to climb down the hill and go towards the water. And I was very interested to know what was in that water, but the next thing that I saw was, it was this small boat. It was a small boat, a wood, almost like a wood rowboat, but just the boat. And you waded out into the water to grab it. And this was really important in this vision. I saw a close-up of your hand on the front, where, like if a boat is square in the back and it goes up into like a triangle, and there's like a wood right here that's with this, you know. Anyway, your hand was right up on the thing, and your hand grabbed it. Just real up close vision of that, and you pulled the boat in onto the shore. And then you were waiting. This is what you were waiting for, and you reach in, and it's like this package. It's all in white, and it's tied with a string 4 ways, like an old-fashioned package almost. And it has like this card on it, and you start to read the card, and it is like, yes, this is what you were waiting for. This is it. And that was the end of the vision.
Oh. Wow. That's amazing. That means anything to you?
That's pretty detailed, so I have to think on it a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna let God interpret that one. Yeah. Tim knows anything?
No.
I know everything. I'm just gonna tell you.
I know everything.
Next. I seriously know everything, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, the next one I saw was for Elijah. I saw a steep mountain full of trees, and upcoming from the right-hand side was almost it was the sun coming down, but it was like a, how do you say this? Like a fog of the sun? I don't know how to say it. It was just like a thickness of the
cloud, like in fall.
No, it was just like full on sun, but maybe it was a time of day. Maybe it was like sunset. You know how the color changes?
Oh, okay.
Anyway, this huge mountain cliff of green trees and the sun coming down. And this bird was flying in the sun with his wings expanded out.
Are you guys crazy? It's so cold. You have the fans blowing.
That's actually true. I'm so
do you need a blanket?
sitting here shivering.
I do. I was asking for one, but no one.
You want a blanket?
Yeah, if you have one. I'm feel chilly, man. So I don't know why.
Oh, puppy.
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. But this guy have a door open. Yeah, but it's 9 o'clock in the evening.
I was sweating earlier.
You're sweating.
Oh.
Oh,
Here for a minute.
we're so sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm so sorry to run through the whole thing.
Careful that doesn't, the hinge doesn't.
Wow, okay.
No, it's okay.
I'll go this way.
That's good.
Okay, this is warm, man. Sorry.
So there was a bird flying, and it was black, and it sort of had a maybe.
Let's come back to the situation.
Oh.
There was a steep mountain with woods, a lot of trees, and either sunset, have a hue come on this place. Then there's a bird.
Yeah, I originally had a word for what the sun was doing, but
Oh.
anyway, I don't remember. Yes, so the steep mountain of trees, and you could just see this bird. It was like a, just that's all I could see of this bird flying. I think it had like an orange beak, so it wasn't like a crow or anything. And then all of a sudden it starts like to lose its, like forget how to fly or lose its balance. It starts kind of flailing about.
Mm.
All on its own. Nothing was happening to it. It was doing that all on its own. But then I saw that somebody was throwing rocks at it. It was way up in the sky. Way up in the sky. And I could see someone throwing rocks at it. And so I looked down and I could see from way up high. I could see down. I could see Elijah. And he was sort of on not the bank of a river, but sort of up above it. I don't know, just like, not a hill, but just a flat, like there's a flat field, and then you have to kind of go down 5 or 6 feet to be on the bank of the river.
Mm-hmm.
So he's up there, up above the river, and he's got these stones, and he's throwing them at this bird. And he's not vicious or anything. He's just determined. He's not smiling, he's not angry, he's just looking, knowing what he's doing. So he's throwing these rocks, and he's just hitting the bird, and it's not coming down. So he gets not a bow and arrow, but the ones that you shoot that have a string attached to it. Crossbow. He gets a crossbow out. It's a small little crossbow, and he shoots up at the bird, and it takes the bird down. And you can
Many a bird?
Is it what?
Only one bird or many?
One bird.
Oh.
This is one bird we're dealing with the entire time.
Okay.
And the bird then, and now I'm seeing still from up above, and the bird lands, and it just lands, and its wings are stretched out. So he comes down from the top, and he comes down and he sees the bird. And the weird part, this is weird, but he sort of takes the bird and he begins to kind of fan out its feathers and kind of pull out the ones that are loose, and fan out the other feather and pull out the ones that are loose. And then he stands this bird up on its feet, and like he starts doing things to this bird that I don't understand. One thing is, as he's fanning these wings out, you can see the bird's claws into the sand, like it's trying, almost like when you brush a kid's hair, how they're like trying to hold on so you don't pull their head back. Mm-hmm. While he's doing this, the bird kind of clutches the dirt, like trying to keep itself steady. I guess it's not dead from being shot with this guy from my crossbow, but anyway, and then he pulls that arrow out, and then he like lights part of its wing on fire, then blows it out and like begins to like sand it down. Like he starts doing things to this bird that aren't natural that you would do to a bird, but just fixing it somehow. And he's doing something with it. And then when he's finished, this bird takes off into the sky, but not like flight, but like a rocket, like straight up into the sky. And then he just watches it go. Like, okay, I was supposed to do that. I did it. See you later, you know. That was it.
The dogs have strange tempers or whatever, strange behavior sometimes. Huh?
Allergies or something?
I don't know.
Probably needs to be.
What else?
Oh, that was Elijah's.
Yes.
And then Esther's was quite small as well. I saw her down by the 4 cabins.
No, when you have this?
This was today.
Okay.
The boys, or Noah's was basically yesterday.
Okay.
And Elijah's was today. And then Esther's was today. I saw her down by the 4 cabins before you go up on the hill, and there was a bench sitting there. And she had sitting next to her, and she was smiling, she was happy. She had sitting next to her these white wafers. And she picked them up, and there was an old woman sitting in front of her.
What is wafers?
Like a circle, like a cracker.
Oh, okay.
This old woman sitting in front of her. And she would take the wafer and she would feed the woman, and then the woman would give her wisdom. The woman would speak to her. And she would be filled with wisdom and filled with whatever it is that she was learning. And so she'd hand her another one, and she'd feed it to her. She'd put it in her mouth, and the woman would sort of come alive to her and start just speaking wisdom to her. That was it.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's real weird.
That is Nobody sees wisdom as an old woman?
No,
In the
I
Bible?
see. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But you feed it the wisdom, then they
Yeah,
speak.
yeah.
That's a good transaction there.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
It might have been like a shell. It was just a white, small. It
Uh-huh.
looked like a wafer. It could have been like she was feeding her a shell or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's all beautiful things. So, yeah. Anything else?
That was all I saw for the kids.
Okay. Who else?
I saw something for Elaine. I told her earlier. She said she was going to talk to you about it.
Oh, okay.
Something small as well.
That's okay.
I also saw her on a riverbank. Trees in the back, the river. It was not a deep river, just thin, maybe a couple inches. And she was standing sort of right where the water is. And she was writing, but she wasn't writing on paper. She was writing in the air.
Oh.
She was just writing. And it was appearing. Like the words were appearing as she was writing them.
Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, I would think she has a gift of writing, so compose, whatever the word, so yeah. Hallelujah. Lord, we should praise you. It's getting late, so we'll wrap it up here soon. So yeah, sister, do you have any other questions? Okay.